In this video, I want to show you how to make a calculated column here in Power BI. So I'm in Power BI and I want to pick on the data tab over here on the left. And I want to pick on the employees table. So notice how I have the hire date. So based on the hire date, I would like to generate the years of service. And one way we can do that is with a custom calculated column here. So I'm going to right click on the employees table and I'll pick on new column. Oh, by the way, before I do that, let me scroll over here to the right and you're going to see the last field that I have is called age, right? I'm in the data tab. I'm on the employees table. The last field on the right hand side says age. Well, I'd like to add another field or a calculated column. So I'm going to right click on the employees table and I'll pick on new column. Now you're going to look at this formula bar up here. It's really looking for the DAX language. You can find many examples of the DAX language online, but this formula is now looking for the DAX language. So I'm going to paste in an example here. So the field name is going to be called years of service. Okay, so this is part of the DAX language. It's going to round this result down. So it's going to take the hire date minus the today's date and get the difference there. It's going to get the difference in days and divide it by 365. And that's what it's going to round down to 0 decimal places. Okay, so you can find many examples of the DAX language in, on Google, on the internet. But when we make a custom column here, it is using the DAX language. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and click on the check mark. Notice now I'm going to have a new column that's called years of service. All right. So let's try something like that again. This time I'm going to go to the orders table. I'm going to right click on the orders table and I'll pick on new column. And notice how you're going to get the formula bar up here. And then you would have to know the DAX language. So I'd like to see how many days this took to ship. So I'll type in the word days for the field name. And I'll type in the equal sign. Now, as you start typing it in, it will help you a little bit. So I'll type in O, and it'll show me things that start with the letter O. I'll start to type in here. And I'll get the ship date. I'm going to double click on ship date to include that in the formula. I'll just call it days to ship. I have the order date, the ship date, and I'll type in the minus sign, and then I'll start to type it in again, and this time get the order date. So this is a simple formula, but this is still the DAX language. So I have the ship date minus the order date, and it's going to give me the days to ship. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the check mark. And notice how we have the days to ship over here. So I like to format that. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and click on the days to ship column. I'll pick on the column tools tab up in the Power BI. And I'm going to format that really just as a regular number. I'm going to pick on the data type and make it a whole number. And now I'm going to change the data type. And now that's better, okay? So you right click on the table and you pick on new column, and then from there you type in your DAX language. Once you have that column, then you can pick on the column tools menu to format that or to do some other things with that column. So that's how you can make a custom column here in Power BI.